Mm.
Hi, everybody. It's Michelle Hill, your legacy builder at Winning Proof, coming to you with another episode of Winning Proof Unscripted. Talking about unscripted, I have a guest today, a special guest, and I want him to introduce himself, but I'm going to introduce him to you first. His name is Serge Hardy, and I'm going to let him tell you who he is and what he does, and you will be absolutely amazed. And then we're going to dive into a conversation. So, Serge, thank you so much for being here. I know you are busy and a lot of different things. So, welcome.
Okay, thank you, Michelle.
Okay. Okay. So, tell viewers who you are and what you do, because I think that they're going to be really interested in what you have accomplished in your life. So take a couple of minutes and tell viewers who you are and what you've done.
Okay, so I am from France. I live in the northwest part of France, a town named Brest, harbor. Maybe this is the town which is not so far from US
Okay.
in France. This is completely at west. I am for job, I am a teacher, electronic teacher. And for hobby, serious hobby, I am an alpinist. So I like to climb mountains. I discovered this maybe, okay, I think approximately 30 years ago with some friends. I discovered in the same time alpinism and rock climbing. Um, so for me, rock climbing was a kind of a way to go to mountains because to ascend to summits you have to practice rock climbing. It depends on
Okay.
which kind of summit, but and so I began in French Alps with our mountains. But the highest mountain of French Alps is Mont Blanc. It's 4,800 meters. And after a few years, I would like to go higher. So I had to move, of course, because it's easier to move yourself and move the mountains to you.
Yeah.
uh, so I move a lot of times to Kyrgyzstan, to these mountains. Because in Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, you have 7,000 meter summits. So my first one was Lenin Peak, it's former USSR.
Okay.
And after I go to Hantegri, Pobieda, and after I go to Korsnevskaya and Communist Peak.
Okay. Okay. So you've climbed a couple of mountains.
Yes, because these five mountains, this is a challenge which is named Snow Leopard. If you climb the five summits, you become a snow leopard. So I am a kind of big cat. Uh,
Yes, yes. And I wanted to have Sej on here because I know nothing about mountain climbing, nor
mm,
would I ever do it. So
mm,
I am going to live vicariously through this podcast and through Sej and
mm,
let him take us on an adventure of
mm.
mountain climbing. So Sej, I want to first introduce the K2. Let's start at the summit. Let's start at the top. So I want to say first for viewers like me who are not familiar with climbing, K2, also known as Mount Godwin Austen, is the second highest mountain in the world. And it stands at 8,611 meters, which is 28,251 feet above sea level. So just to give you a little background about that. But Sej, what was it about climbing that originally captured your attention? And how old were you when you first thought, oh, maybe I want to do this?
Okay, too. Yes, because after this 7,000 mountains of former USSR, okay, I maybe I want to try to climb 8,000 8,000 meters. So I go in 2021. I go in Pakistan to climb Gasherbrum. Gasherbrum, there is Gasherbrum first and Gasherbrum second. So it was the second one. But this is, this is just 8,000. This is 8,035 meters. This is just 8,000. But when you go to the base camp, you have a long trek to go. It's about 1 week to reach the base camp. And you go when you arrive on there is a place which is named Concordia on Karakorum Glacier. And in Concordia, you can see, the first time you can see K2. But K2, this is a massive mountain. This is very big.
Yeah.
And but this is also a mountain. If you ask to a child to make a design of a mountain, the child will design K2 like that. Okay, because this is pyramidal mountain. And first time you see K2, you say, okay, never this one. This is a killing mountain. There are too much frightening stories about K2. Okay, never, never. But after you climb G2, G2 is easier.
Okay.
It was it was really not more difficult than some 7,000 meters. It's higher, but not so difficult. There is there is only one small technical part, but it's not so long. And after it's walking, walking in the snow and ice. So, but you understand that because before my highest mountain was a communist peak, 7,500 meters. And this 500 meters, you understand that there is a difference. As more as you go height, as more is the meters become longer.
Yes. Yes.
But it was okay. But so I was at the summit of G2, and then you have a magnificent view of all the Karakorum Glacier, all the big mountains, and you see there is another one which is a bit higher than the other ones. This is K2. But from this point of view, K2 is not so frightening.
Okay.
Because you are height, okay, it's a height mountain, okay, approximately the same, a bit higher. But so at this place on G2, I said maybe why not K2? Maybe we can try. We will see. So 1 year 1 year after, I was on K2 with two German friends, but we tried, but we didn't succeed.
Okay. Okay. So what inspired you when you thought about, I guess it starts with a thought. What inspired you? And I'm sure you get this question all the time, but I'm going to ask it anyway for my viewers. What inspired you to scale K2? Because I'm sure a lot of climbers started and stopped and didn't make it and quit. So what inspired you to, like, I'm going to do this?
Yes, but K2 is a kind of magnetic mountain. Because when you see it for the first time, you fall in love with this kind of mountain. There are too much. The mountain is beautiful, and there are human stories on this mountain. It's difficult mountains. It's kind of a legend.
Yes.
So this is one part of why I would like to go to K2. But also the other part is I like high altitude.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
mm, 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 mm.
How did you prepare for that? Because you were already a mountain climber. You were already an alpinist or alpiner,
Alpinist.
alpinist. See, that showed you how little I know. So, how did you prepare for that? Because you had climbed many other mountains, but like, how did you prepare physically and mentally for that type of climb?
Yes, for mentally is not very difficult because my brain is very small, so it's very fast to prepare it. So and for physically, I practice a lot of running because uh, in on this mountain, what is important is okay, there is some rock climbing, but it's not so much. It's not so technical, not so hard rock climbing. You know, no, I will talk in French grades about rock climbing. The maximum now is 9B on French scale for rock climbing, but on K2 you have completely not this kind of climbing. This is impossible to climb this at this kind of altitude. You know, you have big gloves, you have big boots, you have a rucksack on your back. This is impossible. You are not in the gym or on the crag. This is a completely different sport. Maximum level you can find on K2 is level 5B, something like that. But it's not every time. But 5B at 7,000 meters is not 5B at gym at 2 kilometers of your home. It's completely different game.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because in high altitude, all the climbing moves are very exhausting.
Okay.
Because it's explosive move. You you cannot jump on the holes and be like a monkey like this. This is impossible. You will break yourself because there is no oxygen.
Yeah, you have a pick? Is
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah,
what's
yeah, 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 yeah. Of course, yeah.
okay?
You have peaks and crampons because this is ice and rock, and so what is important is your stamina too,
Okay.
because and for this running, especially trail running, is a good preparation
Okay.
because especially you know there is this kind of races is named ultra trail. Okay, it's 100 kilometers, 200 kilometers of running,
Okay.
uh, and this is very good school because you learn how to go at the end of yourself, and you know where is your end,
Okay.
because on K2 this is not like a ultra race or something like this. This is
Okay.
very long, okay, but uh, you cannot say, okay, no, I am tired. I will sit on my ass and wait for the rescue because there is no rescue.
There is no rescue.
There
Yes.
is no rescue. If you do this, okay, you die, and it's all okay.
Yeah. And didn't you have, I saw on Facebook, was it the K2 that you had the little mishap where you fell and
Yeah,
had to be rescued? Was that the K2 climb?
yeah.
Okay, tell about that because that when I saw that, oh, that was
Mm,
really that had to be was that your biggest challenge? I'm thinking it
yeah.
had to be of that climb, but tell about that.
Last year, the conditions on K2 were a bit scary. We are really scary.
Yeah.
It was completely dry. There were many rock falls, uh, and so it was difficult
Yeah.
because of this. And when I came down alone from the summit to base camp.
Mm-hmm.
And the ropes, because there are some fixed ropes. This is a normal route, and you have some fixed ropes. But the fixed ropes, we are completely broken by, completely damaged by the stones because because of the stone falling. So I was abseiling on the rope, and the rope broke.
Oh,
So I made a fall about 10 meters. But it was not completely vertical because 10 meters vertical. Okay, you are dead.
oh,
This is the end of the story.
yes, yes. But it was quite a fall.
Yeah, but it
I mean,
was steep about I don't know, maybe 45, 50 degrees or something like that. And it was a rocky part, so I stopped myself with my hands, my crampons, okay, as I could, and but I was a bit injured on the face, but it was not the biggest problem because one of my leg was also damaged. It was a muscular problem, not something broken, but it was very painful and very difficult to work.
okay.
So I wait a bit, and after there were some uh, other climbers who go to take the body of one Chinese climber who died the day before because of rock falls, uh, and they helped me a bit, but yes, I can say I go down by myself.
Hmm. Yeah, and you were on a solo climb to on the
Yes.
K2, right? So other climbers that were in a group
Mm.
saw you,
No,
and
no, no,
or
no.
what? What
Uh,
exactly happened? That's what I thought I had seen, but what happened? Because you were climbing alone. Is that
yeah.
okay?
Alone, but it's alone and not alone because you climb on the fixed ropes, and I didn't fix the ropes by myself.
Okay.
So it's a kind of help. Of course, you are alone on the rope, but somebody fix the ropes. So it's solo and not solo. It's not exactly the definition of pure solo in alpinism because pure solo, okay, you are alone with your backpack and with your rock, and okay, it's all.
Okay.
And this is not exactly this, but it's true. I was alone on the fixed rope. The fixed rope we are damaged, so one broke, and after there we are some other climbers, but this was the team of a company, not climbers like me,
Okay.
because the day before the people go, some other people came down from the mountain, and there
Okay.
was an accident.
Okay.
One people was died, so the body stayed in the mountain, and they go to take the body. Uh, and that's why they helped me a bit, a
Wow.
little bit,
Yeah. Do
because
you
they had the job to carry the body too.
okay. Now, do you count yourself lucky to be alive? Could it have been a whole lot worse?
Can you repeat, please?
Yes. Do you consider yourself lucky to fortunate to be alive? Because it could have been a whole lot worse. Like,
Mm, I think at this place, uh, it was the most dangerous was not the fall,
okay,
because it's 10 meters of fall. It was small injury. I was not completely broken, possible to move a bit,
gotcha.
and but the most dangerous was rock falls,
Okay.
because you it was possible to see over me rocks like your fridge, yes,
Oh,
or the size of your fridge. I don't know the size of your fridge, but I think it's approximately the size. Mm,
wow.
um,
So what part does mental preparation, because I know you massively train physically and you're physically
mm,
you have the physical strength and the physical endurance, but
mm.
how does mental strength play into a climb like that?
Yes.
Like, do you have to prepare mentally?
Not really.
Okay, interesting.
My mm, I think no. My brain is okay with this
Okay,
because okay, when you go in this kind of mountains, of course, this is dangerous.
okay.
Of course, it is. We can say the truth. It's not. When you go in Alps, okay, you in the conditions of K2 last summer in French Alps, I don't climb in these conditions.
Okay.
Okay, I don't go. It was too scary, too much work for, too dry, too okay.
Mm,
But okay, you are on K2.
okay.
This is not the same as going to make a small walk over your house with the
Yeah.
dog and
No, it's not the same as a small walk. No.
this is you don't go to K2 every week. Okay, this is something
Yeah.
you will do one time, two times in your life, but it's all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, for when you are in this kind of spirit,
Okay.
okay, you can you of course, we don't want to die. I don't want to die. I want to live. But I want also to have an interesting life.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
why, mm, because, okay, everybody will die one day. You, me, all the other people. Okay, but the question is not we will die, it's what we will do when we are living.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that's true. Do you have a favorite moment? And we're just going to kind of focus on the K2. I know you've done many others, but for the K2 climb, do you have a favorite moment? Was it reaching the top? That was it, or was it something else?
Reaching the top was really amazing. Uh,
Okay.
because it was the third time. It was my third attempt on K2.
Okay.
I tried two times before without success.
Okay.
And then, okay, you are at the summit. And I was alone at the summit because the other people, they submitted maybe 12 hours before me. Yeah, maybe more, maybe 15 hours, something like that. So
Okay.
I was completely alone. I crossed
Yeah.
the last climbers who were going down. I crossed them at 8,200. And from 8,200 to the summit, I was alone. Mm,
Wow. Now, did
And
you choose to be alone? Did you want to
yeah,
scale it alone?
yeah, I choose.
Okay. Why?
Uh, how to explain? Uh, I choose to be alone. Yes, because uh, the, uh, the, uh, in the team who submitted together one day before,
Okay.
uh, I had a little fight with some people. Not everybody, of course. Not with everybody. Many people we are very friendly. We're very nice people, but with two, three people, okay, it was not so kind. So um, I say, okay, I don't want to climb with them.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No,
I
I
prefer
understand that.
I prefer go alone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's why.
And I've seen the pictures of you when
Mm,
you reach the top. I mean, absolutely magnificent. So I'll post, some of those when I post this,
mm, 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 mm,
this.
mm.
And I just want to, kind of interject here is that if you are enjoying this episode and, enjoying the adventures that Serge is talking about and everything, please like, subscribe, and share this to get it to other would-be mountain climbers. There might be some people out there that are just like, yeah, I've thought about it, but I don't know. And Serge can give you a realistic view.
Yes, because there are many mountains in the world. There is not only K2 or Everest or I don't know or Mont Blanc. There are many. You can have the same feelings on another mountain.
Yes, yes. So what are the top 3 things you do to prepare for a climb? Like the K2, what the top 3 things you did to prepare?
3 things. Okay, you first you should have a good physical condition, of course, stamina, some not have some a good level of rock climbing too is better. This is for physical condition.
Yeah.
After for uh, you should be prepared to live in uncomfortable conditions.
Oh,
Uh,
definitely.
because okay, for instance for K2 we stayed about 2 months in base camp.
Okay.
So there is no shower, there is no okay, the food is good, but it's a bit every time the same every day. So this is rice, dal, rice, dal, dal, rice, rice, dal, and sometimes some meat. Okay, it was good food. This is no problem, but you are not at home. So you should be convinced in your head that you are in the right way.
Oh,
What you
man.
do is important because if you don't believe in this, okay, you go back to home. Because
Yes. And
after,
isn't that why a lot of people quit?
yeah, because many people quit because the conditions of the mountain we
Yeah.
are very
Yeah.
scary. This is and it was very long to wait. So some people they didn't believe the summit was possible. So okay, they say, why I wait here? I sit on the rocks. I eat rice since 1 month and a half. Why? Maybe I can be at home drink a glass of wine with some blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
that's okay. Why stay here?
Yeah.
So
Just,
they
lean
leave.
back. Yeah.
They leave. But for me, I was here for okay 1 month and a half, so 1 week more. Okay, 1 week more, and another week more. Okay, another week more. So I would like to stay. Um, I would like to try the summit, to try the push.
Hmm.
My head because it was my third time on K2 and
Okay.
the last time. For me, I decided before that it was the last one. If
Okay.
K2 doesn't want after 3 times, okay, change of mountain.
But you did it, and then you can cross it off your list. You
Yeah,
did it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, did it well. So, okay, what do you see as the 3, well, not 3, just the common mistakes that new climbers make? What are the common mistakes that they make that kind of guarantees their failure as a climber?
Yes. So it depends. There are the mistakes which are very dangerous and mistakes which are not so dangerous.
Okay.
In the mistakes which are very dangerous, of course, these are the safety problems.
Hmm.
You don't really know how you will use the equipment. Okay, so you make a mistake, and okay, only one mistake can kill you.
Yes.
Yes, because okay, one fall is enough to kill one people. So this is the dangerous mistake, the kind of dangerous mistake, and also on this kind of height mountains, you have really to take care with the forecast, with the weather. Okay, if it's bad weather, this is impossible.
Okay.
Because bad weather on K2, this is different of bad weather in the Alps.
Yeah.
Bad weather in the Alps, it's bad weather, it's dangerous. It's the same kind of problem, but it's more impressive on K2. When you are in the very bad weather, you say, okay, this is very, 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 very bad weather. um, so this is dangerous mistakes. And after you have the mistakes which are not so dangerous, so you uh, you think you, for instance, you will eat a lot, but on high mountains you don't eat so much. You eat at base camp, but in the altitude camp you don't eat so much. So you carry a lot of food because you think you will eat a lot, and you carry this for nothing because your stomach doesn't want. At the point,
Okay.
if you eat too much, you will vomit all. This
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
this is of course like that. So this is a kind of mistake which is not dangerous.
Yeah.
Or also you will carry a lot of equipment because you are afraid
Hmm.
about uh,
Yeah.
the cold, about so you will take, for instance, you will take three pairs of socks, three t-shirt. No, okay, one pair of socks, one t-shirt. Okay, it's enough. You will not change. You will stay 1 week in
Yeah.
the dirty clothes. This is not a problem because you will carry this for nothing. And the weight on this kind of mountain, the weight you carry, this is super important.
Yes.
1 kilo or 2 kilo in excess, it can break your dream of summit.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yes. So, okay, that was really super helpful.
Mm.
Okay, so we're going to wrap up, and I want to ask you, what other mountains or summits do you want to climb? Do you have other ones on your list? And
Yeah,
what are they?
yes, I have many on my list.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the next one, I go to Nepal in 1 month to Kanchenjunga.
Okay.
So everybody knows Everest, the first one, K2, the second one, but Kanchenjunga is the third one. It's 25 meters lower than K2.
That is amazing.
And I think it will be great. I hope it will be great because this is very beautiful mountain, and also the trek to reach the base camp is very long. It's more than 1 week of trekking.
Okay.
This is very beautiful because it's in spring. You have some flowers and all.
Okay.
Okay, this is amazing mountain.
Okay. Wow.
This is
That's
one
amazing.
of my plans. This is the next plan. This is the next plan in 1 month.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just go from one mountaintop to the other.
Yeah. Then
Yes.
after it will be another one.
Yeah. What is the most, well, I have, okay, so I'm going to wrap up with how can people connect with you, but I have one more question that kind of popped up in my brain. What do you enjoy the most about climbing? What brings the most pleasure to you?
Yes, it's a good question. Of course, we can talk about nature, about adventure spirit, about all this. Uh, but I think the most important for me, not for everybody, is the human spirit of expedition.
Excellent.
For me, because my best expeditions were these expeditions where okay, you are really with some friends where there is a good climbing spirit. Uh, this is what was best for me.
Okay, that lovely answer. Great answer. And it was like, what really drives you to the next climb is that you're internally motivated.
Yeah, because you know, height mountains, this is a kind of a different world than the world where we live, in the town, in the city. Um, this is different. I don't know if it's better or if it's worse, but it's different. And the link between people is more intensive, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and because you live something, you live together, something important, something okay. Of course, a bit dangerous, of course, all this, but something beautiful, something amazing, and
Nice.
I think that's why the link between people is more, I don't know how to say this in English, more tiny or
Mhm.
more.
Yeah.
Okay, your friend is already your friend.
Yeah, absolutely. And there were articles. You sent me several articles. Only one was in English, and I don't read French, but
Yeah,
I could
oh
see.
yeah,
I had to
I
look at the
understand.
pictures to
Mm,
see what it was, but I did not take French in high school.
mm.
So just like I'm sure this is a great article.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
So, how can people connect with you if they have been, they're interested in climbing, if they are a climber, maybe a new climber, how can people connect with you?
Yeah, they can connect with Facebook, Instagram, or yes, I am on. I, I have some account on social networks.
Mhm. And you're on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah. On my Facebook with Messenger.
Mhm. Okay, yeah, and I'll put all the links for, to connect with Sej on in the show notes. So I'll include all those, but people can have many ways they can connect with you.
Yeah. On social networks, on WhatsApp, on okay, all is possible. Usually, I answer only when I am on Kanchenjunga, for instance. I have no network, so sorry. There we'll have to wait for the
Yeah,
answer.
for sure. Yeah, he'll get back to you
Mm, mm.
if you email him or if you send him a message and he's on the top of a mountain somewhere.
Yeah,
You're
yeah. If I don't
you'll
answer,
have to
it's because
wait.
I am in the mountains.
Exactly. Any parting words
Mm.
to any of the climbers out there? Do you have anything you want to leave us with?
Can you repeat?
Anything you want to close with? Any tips, any inspiration that you
Yeah.
want to leave with viewers?
Yes. I think life is too short every time. So the best is to try to do what is important for you. If it's climbing, it's climbing. If it's painting, it's painting. If it's music, it's music. But try to do this because we live in a strange world where, uh, okay, we are a bit trapped every time because there
Yes.
is the job, there is the family, there are the children, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be a free world, but we are not so free in this free world. So that's why
Yes.
if because if you climb mountain, if you practice some painting, some music. Okay, you do what you want to do. You for one time in your life, you are free.
Yes.
So I think this
Excellent.
is the most
Excellent words
important.
of wisdom. Well, thank you so much for taking your time
So
with
thank
me
you, Michelle.
today,
It was a
talking with
pleasure.
me.
It was a pleasure.
Excellent. So,
And sorry for my English, which is not so good. Sometimes
oh
I know I
no.
make
It,
mistakes. But
hey, Americans love the French accent.
okay, okay.
So we're totally fine with you having a French accent. We
Okay,
love
thank
it
you.
here.
I will try to save my French accent.
Oh no, don't lose that. So thank you, Serge. I really appreciate your time today.
Okay, thank you, Michelle. Thank you.
Okay.
And
And thank you, everybody, for watching another episode of Winning Proof Unscripted.